Hey, Anthony. First of all, is there anything that gets the bench more excited than a Jared W3?
No, it does, man. He does so much for our team, and we're so happy to have him here. Um, he obviously don't get much playing time during the regular season, but when he get in, we always mess with him, and he plays the game the right way. And so when you have a guy who plays the right way and make shots, it's so much fun. And he got all the celebrations, and you know, we love to see him go out there and make threes for us.
Okay, yeah, we could tell. Hey, D, just physically, how did you feel? We all know the length or lack thereof of the off season for you guys. How did it feel your first game?
I felt great, honestly. Coming in, I thought it was gonna be a little winded. You can try to get in shape all you want, but it's nothing like basketball shape, in game shape. So I was kind of hesitant about that, but I felt fine. I could have played more. Probably gonna play more Friday, but I felt physically fine.
Some new personnel for you guys in that first half when you went on the defensive run, basically after they went up 20-7. What did you see from Mark, from Dennis, and kind of how the defense is still effective but a little different from last year?
Yeah, like I said, we added some great pieces. Mark, former DPOY. Got Dennis, who's a pest on the ball, picking up 94 feet. Wes, who's a bulldog. So we just try to figure things out defensively still. And we still learning each other. The new guys still learning the rotations and things like that. But we picked it up. Our bench actually came in at the end of the first and picked it up for us, and we just kind of carried it over in that second quarter. But guys are starting to figure each other out, on both ends of the floor. And, coach doesn't take it lightly when we mess up on defense. And, we take pride in ourselves defensively, as you guys seen last year. Nothing changed about this year. And we're going to continue to figure it out and only continue to get better.
Dave?
AD, how do you view Kyle Kuzma as a fourth-year player, 25 years old, in this game, fitting in or contributing to your guys' overall success this year?
Yeah, he's figuring it out. I mean, when Brian came 2 years ago, obviously Brian get all the attention, and Kuz tried to, figure out how to work with that. And then, me coming last year, he tried to figure that out, and I think he's doing a great job of finding his role on this team. We want him to come in and be aggressive. He's making the right plays. He's reading the defenses a lot better, even from last year. There's some plays in this game where he made a great pass. So he's continued to learn the game, continue to figure out his role with our team, and he developed his shot tremendously from last year to this year, just in that summertime grinding. So he's been playing well this preseason, and he's only going to continue to get better. So it's going to be a big year for him. He's going to play a bigger role for us this year, and we need to continue to do what Kuz do.
All right, we'll take three more questions. Kyle?
Hey, D. With this road trip, obviously it's different from other trips you've done. What kind of stands out as what's different from a normal road trip so far, and what can the team do to kind of build back the chemistry that you guys valued so much last year?
I mean, obviously that every time we're on the road, we're playing a Western Conference team. I think we're there for a minimum of 3 nights. So that's a little different playing the team back to back, as we did with the Clippers at home, and then here in Phoenix we play them again Friday. So that's gonna be a little different, kind of geared up for like a little playoff. Trey, you want to come show the world what you got on today? That's crazy. Don't worry, it's gonna be on Instagram. But I think that's the only weird part about it. Instead of playing the team, in the city and then leaving, you're gonna play another team, maybe circling back later on during the season and playing them again. So it's a little different, obviously because of COVID, but we're still trying to keep our chemistry the way it's been. We're not trying to change anything. Guys are still, hanging out with each other, playing cards, going to the NBA approved restaurants and things like that, while still, following the safety protocols. So, I mean, as you see, you follow me, Trev, Dennis, QC on Instagram. That is already there. That chemistry is already there, messing with each other, and it's all pure and natural. So we all kind of clicked from day one, to be honest.
Dan?
AD, if you get excited for a Jared Dudley 3, wait till you see a Jared Dudley dunk.
Right. I don't think Does have dunked in his career. I haven't seen it.
Frank said that he wants his team to kind of keep that sort of play harder than everybody else mentality. It's 3 preseason games, but you guys have come back, and I think 2 of them. Have you seen seeds of that still there? I mean, that's not typical for teams trying to repeat.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have a target on your back when you're champions, and we got to continue to play harder than other teams. You can't control, misses and makes and things like that, but you can control playing harder than the other team. And if we continue to fight and be the hardest playing team, then we give ourselves a chance every night. And that's all coach asks for. That's all we ask for from ourselves, is to go out there, play hard and make sure that when we leave the floor, win or lose, that we were the more physical team. We're the team that play hard.
Last question, Bill.
Hey, AD, I just want to go back to what you were saying about Kuz a little bit, because you talked about the work he put in the offseason, and there just really wasn't hardly much of an offseason. I think the expectation was that most guys were going to just try to catch their breath a little bit. I mean, do you feel like he used the time differently than some people, or to your knowledge, what was he doing during that time and relative to what you could do in that time?
I'm not 100% sure what he was doing that time, but I mean, you can tell the difference. Either he was putting in work and came to camp ready and better than he was last year, or he held back on us last year and just kind of, opened his game up, more this year. So I'm not 100% sure, but the way he's playing right now, the game is slowing down for you. And when you get in that 4th year, the game kind of slows down. You read defenses better. You know your shot selection. You know where you're getting your shots. And he understands that now. And, he's playing a lot better. He's better on the defensive end. He guarded Kawhi the other game. He guarded Booker tonight, started on Booker. So, he's getting that defensive reps as well. So he's going to be a big piece for us this year, and he's only going to get better. I mean, it's his 4th year. He's playing extremely well. The guys like him. He's finding his roles, finding his niche with this team. And if he continues to play the right way, then he'll have a great offseason for sure.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.